Well, here I am again with a broken down Philips record player. This is a funny little thing. I was given it years ago and I never have got round to sorting it out. I found when I tried it that the speaker was seized up. So I put another speaker in it. The speaker forms the lid, which, as you can see with the sort of Philips logo on there. The use of the foam, well, this is very useful stuff, this is, because it's just the same stuff that they used in the battery compartment. The original has long since gone to gingerbread, disappeared. So this foam on a roll for draft exclusion, which isn't very good for that, is actually very good indeed for that. And for refoaming 8-track tapes that have gone up the spout, you'll probably know all about that if you're an 8-track person. Good news is on this, the contacts on the battery are A1. There's no corrosion. Nobody's done anything daft and left a load of rotten batteries in there, or batteries to go wrong. I've a feeling there should be 2 lids. Now, on this machine, this compartment has never stored a mains lead despite having what seems to be a place for a European style plug to fit, because it's entirely battery operated. If I turn it upside down, you can see there the contacts that make with 2 contacts under here. The only way you'll run this on the mains is to plug in a little plug there, you see. And you've got a circuit diagram there. I wonder what the transistors are. Oh yeah, there we are. Yeah. It's probably AC 187 and 188. I expect they usually are on these old Philips things, unless it's a sort of higher end one. But the drive in this was seized up. I just wouldn't have it at all. Bone dry. You can see how the shut-off works on this. When you pull the lever over, pull the tone arm over, it engages drive, and then as the tone arm travels towards the middle of the record, eventually it begins to pull that lever there down. See it moving towards the boss, and when it gets close enough to the boss, that little PID under the turntable there on the right comes into contact with it and power is removed. You can see they had ideas about making this a mains driven set as well, because that's where your voltage selector should be. Removing the turntable's easy on one of these. You'll find there's 2 holes, and it's very convenient because you can, on this one, you just drop a spot of oil on the idler wheel drive there, and all you do to remove the turntable is push that little spring up, and then away she'll come with a bit of luck. Come on, up you come, you know you want to. There you are. You can see too how the idler gear system works with regards to the speed selector. See, it's set to 33, the slowest speed. The motor pulley has steps on it of different diameters, and if I move the selector, see the idler pulley goes up and down, and it literally changes gear. When it's playing a 78, it's in top gear, it's on this wide part here. Amazing, isn't it? Very, very simple. Very, very simple indeed. I suspect this whole thing will need a good put a spot of spray on grease on that, and it's quite convenient for oiling this. I suspect those holes could be used to set the voltage with a screwdriver as well, in this turntable thing, if it was a mains one. Oh yes, that's much better. But what a lot of people often forget is that the motor has 2 ends. Sometimes they can be a bit of a bloody bore, because you'll find the underside of the motor sealed up, and then of course you can't get at it. It's the Philips N2400 cassette is like that. This is really the same sort of motor that powers that. The voltage regulator and speed controller for it is over here, and that's the trim for it. There are your output transistors, more than likely AC 187 and 188. Little volume control, that's it, there's nothing else to it internally. That's the switch that starts the thing up. There's your down lead from your tone arm. The cartridge, by the way, is a stereo cartridge. So if you ever come across one of these and it's got a duff cartridge, or it doesn't sound right because one or other of the crystals is broken, you can use just a GP 204 pickup, or 205, or AG 3306 I think was one of them. Not 3304, that's me. So yeah, all that remains to be done now is give this a good clean, because it's a bit shitty, isn't it? And then we'll have a working record player. Little motor's resiliently mounted, runs very, very quietly. The tone arm has a rudimentary tracking force adjustment there, tiny little screw. Some of them have a little red lever there, which is a bit more convenient, shall I say. Very basic piece of kit this, just got your volume control and that's it, there's no tone. Ah dear. There's your battery compartment again. There would have been two lids, I suspect, one of which to hide this up and the other one to shut the batteries up. But it certainly looks as if it should have had a mains lead, doesn't it? It's very odd indeed to see these fittings and that moulding for the voltage selector, unless of course a different model had it. That's entirely possible. Who can fathom the workings of the mines at Eindhoven or wherever it was? Anyway, bye for now.